Early preview of Torghast, Tower of the Damned in Shadowlands. Okay. Look at that fucking art, though, dude. That looks nice. So, list of Obleron effects. Obleron Armor is indelibly tied to the armory. Okay, the power of Anima. Obleron Endurance increases maximum health by 10%. Obleron Talisman increases mastery by 5%. Maximum health increased by 100% within the maw for 1 hour? Holy fuck. So I guess these are like flasks and shit you can use to do Torghast. That's what I think this is. Like flasks and everything like that. 100%. Sorry, I just read it wrong. Yeah, 25%. And yeah, I think that's cool. Like that way you have like different like consumables and stuff, and there's like an internal progression system. Like internal progression systems are really hit and miss to me. Like some of them are really good, some of them are really not good. But overall, I think these are all right. I have a new video on Lich King. I don't want to look at that right now, okay, man? So let's see what these other ones are. Versatility is 10%. Crit chance is 10%. Mastery is 10%. Haste is 10%. Devours Obleron Armor off of targets, reducing their combat ability. Returns the armaments. Oh, that's fucking awesome. Why wouldn't you just go with that every time? That's way better. Because then you get the shit. That's awesome. Yeah, I think this is really, really cool. Yeah, Headhunter? Not quite. Expand list of Obleron effects. Okay. So, increases maximum health by 60%? How the fuck is this gonna work? Oh my god. Like, yeah, I don't know how the fuck that's gonna work at all. That is insane, dude. Holy fuck, man. I'm a girl IRL and you're cute, not gonna lie. So what's your profile picture? I can't really tell. It's pretty small. Okay, anyway. Increases versatility by 15%. Haste by 5%. Mastery by 15%. Critical damage by 30%. That is fucking massive. Phantasma. While inside Torghast, players will be able to collect Phantasma, used exclusively inside Torghast and lost once you leave. Okay. Phantasma allows players to improve their abilities by finding upgrades to their abilities inside of Torghast. So is this like a one-use thing? So you just loot this. What is this kind of like? Not really quite sure. So Aspire, I never played that before. Mementos? Not really like Mementos, but it's like your tree resets every time. Basically, yeah, somewhere around there. Your flash heals are now instant and cost no mana, but consume 5 Phantasma. Oh, wow. That's really interesting. Looting Phantasma reduces the remaining cooldown on Astral Shift per 1 Phantasma. So that's because Shamans suck at soloing. Let's see. Killing enemies to the chance to drain Phantasma Cloud, granting you 133 Phantasma when consumed. Glutton's Disguise. That's for, I guess, striking an enemy with Chaos Bolt instantly grants you Phantasma. So this is almost like a third resource that you have to use and balance inside of Torghast. Fantastic? Is this fantastic? I don't know. Like, what do you guys think? You guys like this or not? I think jury's out. Like, I mean, we can't really say. This is one of those things where if they do it in the right way and they create it in a way that makes sense, it could be a great system. But that doesn't necessarily mean that it will be. And I think that's the case with a lot of things on here, but especially stuff like this. It seems like it could be good, and we will need to test it. It's a unique and interesting concept, okay? So we'll see what the rest of these are. All right, increases Phantasma, grants Phantasma to all players. So this is for groups, I'm assuming. Looting Phantasma grants you an Absorb Shield for 65 per Phantasma, up to a maximum of 1x total health. The absorption stacks. Okay, so basically a maximum of your total health. The absorption stacks and lasts 5 minutes. Wow. Okay. Alters the objective reality of players, inflicting 5 shadow damage every 5 seconds for 6 seconds. When this aura is removed, a distortion transfers to the ground, triggering Phantasmic Collapse and immediately inflicting 5 shadow damage to all players. Okay. That's interesting. Beast of Prodigum? Beast of Prodigum event. As mentioned in Blizzard, with the first couple of weeks of their Shadowlands expansion, Najero will unleash a horde of monstrosities into the maw and the tower itself in an event called the Beast of Prodigum. Changing the experience. During this event, you may gain some new powers that can help you counter these beasts, such as the ones below. The event hints as something similar to Seasons for Torghast, with similar effects in the tower that change over time. So what are these? Chains of Command. Okay, stun enemies and draw their attention. Calls forth Valok, a powerful soul eater. Oh, so these guys help you. Okay. They can inflict area damage and silence enemies. So this guy is like the Chain of Command guy, is like if you're not a, like let's say you're a mage or something like that. Draw their attention obviously means tanking them. So you get that guy. And if you're not a tank, you'd go with the other guy that can just do damage, right? Or you are a tank, then you go with the other guy. Your Maw Beast movement speed is increased by 50% and will attempt to retrieve loot for you after combat. I wish we fucking had that. That'd be badass. Actually, I guess we don't need to because they mail everything good to you now. They had that in Black Desert and it was great. Let's see. Chain of Command. Okay, that's the same thing. Your Maw Beast damage is increased by 25%. Hungering Anima. Your Maw Beast gains 100% of damage done, but also loses 2% of health every 1 second while in combat. Ooh, that's a little dangerous, man. I don't know about that. Infused Flesh. The cooldown of your Maw Beast special ability is reduced by 50%. Runic Etchings. Your maximum health of your Maw Beast is increased by 50%. Satchel of the Hunt. Your Maw Beast abilities within 60 yards additional movement speed. Oh, it grants you movement speed. Okay, I read that wrong. I think this is cool. So basically, I think that the Beasts of Prodigum are supposed to be the mechanics that make up for what your class doesn't have. So for example, if you're a tank, you want to have a beast that does a lot of damage. And if you're a DPS, you want to have a beast that can maybe tank mobs. This is a really ambitious system. Like, I think that the Torghast system that they're going after is probably more ambitious than anything that they've done before. Because, or at least that I can think of off the top of my head. Because, like, the Mythic Plus system was just dungeons but harder. This is completely new. I'm really excited to see what this is going to be. Yeah, everyone will just pick DPS. I don't know. I feel like they're going to balance it differently. You know what I mean? So I think it's great. More than Warfronts? Yeah, I think it's more ambitious than Warfronts. Warfronts are basically... Warfronts play themselves. This is actually challenging, which makes it inherently harder to do. Because you actually have to make balance. Like, Warfronts don't... It doesn't matter if they're not balanced, because they're just so easy, you complete them anyway. It doesn't matter. I think that's really the difference there. Island Expedition, PTSD? Yeah. Well, this is much more complex than Island Expeditions, it seems to me. Healings of your mob base increased by 50%, also heals you as well. So I guess that's for people that have low self-healing, aka Arms Warriors. Let's see, Vitality is a stat linked with Torghast and looks similar to Sanity and Heroic Visions. Vitality seems to be linked with the Armory in specific, but could limit your stay in Torghast itself. I hope that... This is one of the things that I don't like. I don't like in Visions how it's always a... You guys really like that emote, huh? I saw that one. I was like, I've got to do it. And anyway, the Vitality thing, I don't like how in Visions, it's always a race against the clock. I don't like feeling rushed. But the problem with not being rushed is that it creates a situation where you always just have to sit around and wait for something else to happen. You know what I mean? And or like wait for your cooldowns to come up each pull, etc. So I hope that they have a way of balancing that correctly. Let me go ahead down here. Vitality's expired and your connection with the armory has been severed. Okay. Your damage is increased by 0.4% for every vitality that you're missing. Damage is increased by 0.2% for every vitality that you have remaining. Oh, okay. So this is just like the effect in the Visions. Gain vitality, increase your current vitality by 10, 20, and 30. Increase your current maximum vitality by 100%. Increase your normal damage taken by 100%. Oh, shit. Shit. Okay, so I guess this is something for, like, tanks. Yeah, this could be, like, for tanks or something like that. Killing a maw rat grants you 1 vitality. Don't know what that is. The first time you deal damage to an elite enemy, deal additional damage equal to half their maximum health. What the fuck? That's insane. But that's after defeating 3 elite enemies, this effect is lost, and you gain 30% maximum health. Well, that's really fucking good. Holy shit. Maybe that's like the capstone item, or the capstone thing. Jailer's Power. As you progress through Torghast, it seems to be in a fixed system that's called Jailer's Power that progressively makes enemies more difficult. It's unclear how it works right now. Entering the Jailer's Tower will consume 1 Jailer's Tower key. Do you wish to enter? And so the Jailer's Bolstering Power, they've got to change that fucking name. It's going to give me PTSD. The Jailer's Bolstering Power and Talents, damage and health is being increased. Okay, so there's 5 different levels of it. And I'm assuming that it's kind of like Mythic Plus, where you start off and there's nothing, and then you go into the first one where it increases their damage. And then after that, you go to the next level and increases their damage and health. Then you go to the next level. Whoa, whoa, let me finish this. So then, so first level is damage, second level is damage and health, third level is damage, health, and a barrage, right? So that's like that's like Mythic Plus, and it has an affix. And then fourth one is the barrage, and then on top of that, there's more elite creatures. So that's pretty much teaming, right? Which teaming is my favorite Mythic Plus affix, by the way. Let's see, I'll just go on this guy instead. Whatever. Happens to be a relative term. Receive it. Okay. Let's see. And then the last one here, enemy attacks will inflict players with vehement debilitating poison, lowering movement speed and damage. This is just Diablo 3 Rifts? No, it's not. Why do you guys keep saying that? It's not like Diablo 3 Rifts at all. Like, it's not. Like, that's dumb. It's like, if you... In what way is it like Diablo 3 Rifts? Yeah, how is it like Diablo 3 Rifts? Literally every way. You kill enemies. True. There it is. You kill enemies. Super Mario World, it's just like Diablo 3 Rifts, man. You go from one level to the next level, and you just keep killing enemies. Like Halo, dude, Halo 1, complete D3 Rift ripoff, man. You go from one level to the next level, you just keep killing enemies. It's insane, man. I don't understand it. It's like PoE doing white and blue. I mean, like, it is basically, I don't know what the tile sets are going to be like, right? Or like the maps. Is it going to be the exact same thing? Or is Torghast going to be something that kind of changes, and it's like one area is like a frost cavern and the other area is like inside of a volcano, for example? I think that'd be cool too. Halo 1 copied Diablo 3. Yeah, I guess it did. Okay, so let me look over here. Jailer's Tower skips. Oh, there are also skip spells. So I actually really hope they do skip spells. The reason why I think they should do skip spells is because Proving Grounds, for example, you used to, in order to get to the point of Proving Grounds where it mattered, you had to spend like 45 minutes doing it. And it was so annoying. Read, it's only for test. They could. It said could. We don't know if that's for testing or not, right? It doesn't say it's for testing only for sure. Yeah, skip levels just like, dude, it is a Super Mario clone, bro. You were right. Because you can skip levels in Super Mario. You can do it in Torghast. Boom, there it is. I mean, that's obviously all there is to it. The Jailer's Bowser. It's crazy. Similar to a dungeon crawler game. Yeah. I feel like being able to skip levels is probably better for gameplay, right? And so, I don't know, like skipping all the way up to your current level, but like skipping up to like 5 under or like 10 under your current level, I think is fine. Torghast items. One of the main features of Torghast will be the ability to find items inside the tower to buff you and your group, similar to a dungeon crawler game. We found some of these effects already. The list is not complete, as there are hundreds of these items in the spell deck. Hundreds of the items? Holy shit! God damn, dude! That's insane. Okay, let's see here. I know, like, you guys are comparing it to other things that other games have, like something in Grim Dawn and Final Fantasy PoE. That's what Blizzard used to do best. Blizzard was never, like, I never really looked to Blizzard as the company that was going to come up with innovation. I always looked to Blizzard as the company that was going to steal the best ideas that other companies had and then use them for themselves. Like, that's one of the best things about, like, farming, you know, what do you call it? About, like, seeing their stuff, right? I am farming mounts, man. I'm literally farming mounts right now. I'm waiting for one. Is they would take the good ideas from the other games and then put them in WoW and make them better. And so I'm glad Blizzard is back to stealing ideas. It's what they do best. Beast Stalker's Signet. Beast Mastery, cooldown, Bestial Wrath. Okay, so this is just a CDR, basically, item. Wait, do you equip these? Because these seem like Beast Stalker's wrappings. These are bracers. I wonder if you equip these. I hope that you don't have to equip them. Yeah, I really hope that you don't have to equip them. As long as they don't steal shit from your own games. Yeah, sometimes they accidentally do that. They're just named as items. Yeah, we don't know yet. I guess we don't. But I hope that they're not equipable. I feel like if they were equipable, that would be kind of weird. But maybe if you had, like, legendary items that dropped inside of Torghast. Because you guys remember back Kael'thas? So in the Kael'thas fight, you would fight his advisors. And then after you kill his advisors, he would spawn these weapons that you would have to kill. And then you would be able to loot the weapons and use the weapons to kill Kael'thas and, like, deal with certain mechanics in certain ways. So actually, if you got items inside of Torghast, that would be cool. Like, that would actually be kind of cool. Okay, so this is the warrior one. Protection. Using Avatar also applies Shield Wall. Using Blade Storm or Avatar also applies Shield Wall. Wait. Warriors have Shield Wall? They're giving all warriors back Shield Wall? Holy shit, dude. If they do that, I didn't know that. I didn't see that anywhere. Let me scroll down here. I'll just span to see more effects. Okay. Wow. That is a lot of them. Okay, so, let's see. Are there any classes you guys want to see the effects for? I'll just go ahead and look at a few of these, all right? Arcane Explosion, increased yards. Monk, we're not going to look at that. Oh, let's look at DK and Monk and Demon Hunter, okay? Let's see. Or not Monk, sorry, Mage. The damage of Fireball is increased by 2,000% when you cast it while invisible. Wow. Holy shit. Let's see. What about these other ones here? That's fucking awesome. That's really, really cool. I like that a lot. If souls consumed, Demonic Tyrant's damage is also increased by 100%. Sounds great. Just don't put that in PvP. Okay, so souls consumed, damage increased by 100%. So basically, soul consumption. That's really fucking cool. That's awesome. Let's see. Killing a creature with Arcane Explosion increases your haste by 10% for 15 seconds. Stacks up to 10 times. Holy shit. Killing a creature with Blizzard increases your haste by 10% by 15 seconds. This is 100% haste stack. Wow. That is fucking insane, dude. Oh my god. Okay. That is crazy. You say they're disabling Legion Legendaries and time walking. Really? Whatever, who cares? Okay, yeah, I mean, it's whatever, dude. Like, time walking, time walking's so fucking easy, who cares? Doesn't matter. Okay, let's see. We'll look at a few more of these that are interesting. Let's see, gain 20, wait, whoa! Glutton's Handkerchief. Gain 20% crit, haste, and mastery, and versatility. 3 minutes after ascending to a new floor of the armory, you will begin to suffer increasing shadow damage every 5 seconds. So what is this, like, Surrender to Madness? Blizzard's really doing a lot of interesting things here. I'm actually kind of curious to see what this is going to be like. wow, this is going to be fun. I actually think this could be genuinely fun. I like how Blizzard is basically, they're going hog wild. They're just going hog wild. They're just changing things up and doing whatever. I'm happy about this. This is fucking cool. Okay, let's see. What are the rest of these that are in? Your first heroic throw deals 20,000% increased damage? Wait a second. How much does my heroic throw right now deal? Oh, I'm not even on my way here. It does, like, how much does your heroic throw deal? Like, just as a general number. Like 1,500? It's like 1,500 damage, right? Somewhere around there? Let's say it's, yeah, 1,500 damage. I'm gonna do math. All right, okay, so 1,500 times 20,000. There's no way that's right. There's no way that's right. $300,000 damage. So that's like you throw you do one heroic throw, and you one-shot like half the mobs in the game. That is ridiculous, bro. That is fucking ridiculous. To be 30k? No, there's no way it would be 30k. There's no way. But stat squish? I know that. But what I'm saying is I'm putting into the context of what we have now. Okay, just give me a second. 10% of that? No. Let me see here. Collar of Teeth. Your beast mod damage reduced by 25%. We already looked at that before. Increases the absorption of your next Celestial Brew by up to 400% based off of your current level of stagger. Jesus Christ, dude. Wow. Okay. Let's see. Ice Hands has a 10% chance to explode into shards of ice when it hits a target, dealing 40% of spell power frost damage to up to 5 enemies near your target. The chance is increased by 50% if your target is standing in a blizzard. So you have splitting ice, and that bitch is in a blizzard? Who cares about the number, guys? It's a lot, okay? Like, it doesn't matter. Like, you're just wasting your own time thinking about that. It doesn't matter. It's a lot. 20,000% is a big number. The point here, holy shit. That's a really cool fucking ability. Imagine if both of them proc. They're just going to delete something. That's awesome. Fell Rush damage is increased by 400%, but it damages you for 15% of your total health if it doesn't hit an enemy. What the? Dude, that's fucking cool. That is really fucking cool. Mob Story also got a lot stronger. Okay, let's not talk about the numbers because I feel like this is too theoretical for people to understand what I'm talking about. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. Okay, let's see here. Sorry, I'm trying to get back into this. All right, casting 15 Frostbolts or Flurries hurls down a frozen orb on your target. Hitting an enemy player counts as double. What? Wait, look at this. Hitting an enemy player? Is there like a PvP component to Torghast? When the fuck are there enemy players? Yeah, what the fuck? Mind control? Maybe? Yeah, something like mind control? Still, that's really cool. Drinking from brews. So these are like... Wait. Is this what... Dude, Rich and I were talking about this. Rich and I have been talking about this for like a year on Allcraft. That we wanted things that were like PoE, fucking, like PoE mechanics in WoW. And not just like the traditional, like, 2 affixes. And holy shit, we've almost kind of got that now. With all of these different mechanics. Holy shit, dude. This is awesome. Okay, let's see here. Casting Throw Glaive from 100 yards will grant you 100 Fury. That's a lot. So I guess that's a really big opener. Every 5 uses of Blade Dance will heal you for 50% of your maximum health and refill your Fury. Well, that's great. Everybody knows that Demon Hunters need more self-healing. Shackle the Unworthy causes enemies to continue to target to tremble in fear, stunning them for 5 seconds. Oh, shit. Look at this. Affliction. Summon Dark Glare. Summons 1 extra. So you summon double Dark Glares, double Tyrants, double Infernals. Oh, dude. Oh, man, dude. Okay, I'm liking this a lot. The radius of Rain of Fire is 20%. Listen, unless we're talking about Mana Rot, the Mana Rot spell, 500%. You guys remember that? What was it called? The spell. Power of Mana Rot or something like that. The thing that increased it by 500%. Mana Rot's Fury. Let me show you guys how fucking crazy this was. Mob Destruction, Mana Rot's Fury. Look at this. Obviously wow, this is fucking terrible. Okay, I'm going to another video. Just a minute. Let me see. Oh shit, I got rid of it. Mob. Okay, let me see if I can pull this up and show you guys what it was. Okay, level 90 Warlock talent, Mana Rot's Fury. Okay, so you get the talent. Look at this. That's how big it used to be. This was fucking badass, dude. It was like these massive fucking things here. Give us the Mop Lock back. Yeah, Mists of Pandaria Warlocks were fucking amazing. Like, I actually played my Warlock in Mists of Pandaria. He had, like, Legendary Cloak and everything like that, man. It was really fucking cool. I think there was even a thing for, like, you could do it with Hellfire, too. And, no, Manaroth Warrior... Okay, that doesn't matter. From our service. Okay, well, we're just gonna move on. Either way, I'd like to see something like that come back. It was really fucking badass. Okay, it just looked cool. That's really what it comes down to. Finger of Frozen Fury. Your attacks have a chance to deal magic damage, dealing 200% of spell power to frost damage with enemies within 5 yards of your target. So that's pretty much like, you know, an AoE talent. That's cool. Most classes were amazing in Mob to me. Yeah, I know that. I kind of agree, honestly. I think that Mists of Pandaria was really good in terms of offensive abilities with classes, but I think that Mists of Pandaria had too many defensive abilities for classes. Like, for example, I didn't like the way that you had, like, as a warrior, for example, you had Shield Wall, and you also had Die by the Sword. In my opinion, you should have probably had one or the other. And I think that's really why Blizzard felt like they had to prune everything down, was because of the overwhelming amount of defensive abilities. And that's at least the way that I see healing at 35%. Well, I just mean like defensive buttons. But yeah, you're right about that too. Old Second Wind. Oh no, that was fine. Yeah, that was completely fine. Arcane, let's see here. The cast time of all of this is reduced by 0.1. Okay, I don't really think that's as big of a deal. Okay, let's see. What else is there? At the beginning of each floor, you will receive an intuition telling you to cast a series of spells in a certain order. If you successfully cast these spells in the correct order, your intellect will be increased by 10%. So you basically have the Konami code. Okay, that's cool. Look at that. That is awesome, man. Let's see, what else do we have here? Successfully casting Consume Magic heals you for 20% and grants you a random well-fed buff. That's cool. Your summoned demons gain 100% health and damage every time you ascend the floor. The bonus is lost whenever the demon dies or is dismissed. Wait. So what happens? Because there's 20 floors. What happens whenever the demon is on 420? That sounds fucking ridiculous. Like, I'm gonna be honest, that sounds absolutely fucking ridiculous. Like, I kind of like, what's the word for this? Snowballing abilities. It's like at the end of a map, whenever you have Headhunter and PoE, and your character's dick is the same size of Cirrus, that feels really good. You know what I mean? And it's like once you have like 100 stacks of Inevitable Demise as a Warlock, that feels really good. Hentai? No, not hentai. Listen, not fucking hentai. I just like snowballing. You know, like snowballing abilities that like they become more and more and more and more and more powerful. And it's awesome to me. Okay, 2k, yeah, 2k percent damage, power, and oh, that's their health too. I never even thought of that. So if you get to the fucking top, dude, imagine if your demon dies after you've gone through like 8 levels. I'd be fucking furious. Okay, let's see. Is there anything else interesting here? I think we've looked at these. We're gonna move forward to the rest of the stuff after this. Yeah, okay, we've seen all of this. Wait, causing mind control on a maw rat will trigger rapid contagion, causing all maw rats within 15 yards to give birth to a litter of 2 to 5 additional maw rats. Oh god, dude. That's great. I love it. Yeah, I fucking love it, man. How's your day going? My day's going great. Okay, can we change the names of Mallrats to Paul Blart? Listen, you're not supposed to use, you can't use, like, Mallrats was a legendary fucking movie. Paul Blart, Mall Cop, was not. Like, it just wasn't, alright? It wasn't good at all. Like, I always thought Kevin James, or whatever the hell the guy's name is just not funny. To me, at least. And so, you know, I watched it, I thought it was awful. Anyway, let me go ahead and read the rest of these. As mentioned at BlizzCon, one of the incentives for running Torghast is to collect effects and materials to craft legendary items. In this build, we have previews of likely runes that could be added to legendary items. The early iteration of the runes play on the idea of unlocking extra talents, like the legendary soul rings, like Soul of the High Lord and Soul of the Netherlord did in Legion. We're going to look at the transmog items after this, okay? But I actually really care about this Torghast system. Note that these are likely just test runes and not a final system, as many of the talents below have even been removed from Shadowlands. Where's Warrior? So you get all these talents, basically. Wow. Battlelord Cypher. Oh my god. This is crazy. Check Demon Hunter? Sure. So you basically get War Machine no matter what. You get double time no matter what. Second Wind. I feel like they're really... Oh, you get Reckless Abandon? What the fuck? Or Anger Management? Wow. Oh, buddy boy.